Hey all my crafty friends, welcome back to Lem's Creations DIY. My name is Tammy. In today's video I am giving you two different Christmas crafts. We are in the Christmas mood. Let's start crafting! So for this video I'm starting out with two of these signs that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take them all apart. I tried taking the snowman paper off the front there, but this stuff was on good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of Eileen's tacky glue, put it in some of the areas, and then I'm going to take my hot glue and put it in the areas where the other glue isn't, and we're going to glue these two boards together, side by side, just like so. Then taking some popsicle sticks, these ones were already pre-painted or something, I don't know. We're going to take the Eileen's tacky glue again and the hot glue, and we're just going to reinforce the two boards together. Putting two on angles, and then the other two will go straight down the center. Just like that. Now, I have these two other little boards that I got from Dollar Tree. And again, we're going to take Eileen's tacky glue and some hot glue, and we're going to glue those side by side lengthwise. And then we'll reinforce them with a few popsicle sticks as well. I have two tumbling tower blocks, and I mixed up this blue paint. It took all kinds of blue and black and white and whatnot, but I finally got something I liked, and we're just going to paint these blocks. Now this snowflake, I believe I got it from Dollar Tree as well. We're going to paint it with this sheepskin chalk paint from Folk Art. Taking that same blue paint, we're going to paint this long piece a board that we stuck together, and then we also paint the back side of the other long sign boards with this color and let them dry. Taking some gray and a paintbrush, I'm just going to splatter silver paint all over the two boards that are blue. Now that the snowflake is dry, we're going to set it up in the middle. Taking some wood glue and my hot glue, we're going to apply it to the back of the snowflake, and then we're going to squish it down into the center of these boards. With this sign, taking my pencil, I'm going to draw out my letters or my wording, "Let it snow," excuse me, and then taking that same chalk paint that I use, we're going to paint in the letters. Just nice and carefully. I found these snowflakes in my stash. They're foam, so we're just going to take some hot glue and glue them into place. Now, taking the two tumbling tower blocks that we painted, we're going to glue them onto the snowflake using wood glue and hot glue right in the center, and then we're going to glue the "Let It Snow" sign right on top of those tumbling tower blocks, just so it pops out from that snowflake. Taking that same chalk paint, I'm going to just dry brush from the edges inward, just to give it kind of a different look and almost like it's like in a snowstorm. Taking some jute twine, we're going to tie a knot in the end, flood it with some glue, and then I take two little popsicle sticks and I put one on either side of that. Now I found this tack paper at Dollarama, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it out, cut it down, and we're going to place it onto the back of this board. Now my first thought was I was going to use wrapping paper, but I was too lazy to go back into the house and go downstairs and grab it out of storage, so I used this. I should have went with the wrapping paper because, well, you'll see, it kind of looks like crap. Kind of all bubbly and bumpy. And then I take a knife and I pull my hanger out, which was pretty easy to do. You just squish the paper back down, but yeah, should have stuck with the Christmas paper. And here's my sign. I love it. Other than the back of it, I love the sign itself. Good thing not a lot of people see the back. So what did everybody think of that first craft? I love it, and I sure hope you love it too. If you're a returning subscriber, I would like to say thank you, and I am so grateful for you to constantly return and come back to me and keep on supporting me. Thank you for all the wonderful and kind words. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to say welcome, and I sure do hope that you stick around. Please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video, and don't forget about that little bell. Now, let's get on to the other craft. So for this craft, we're going to start off with 2 pieces of board. One I got from Dollar Tree. It's kind of hollow on the other side. And then that's just a scrap piece of board from my stash. We painted them with cinnamon brown. And then taking these 4 beads, I'm going to glue the 4 beads in the 4 corners of this board. As you can see, it's kind of hollow in the middle. And then we paint the underside brown as well. Taking this ribbon that I again got from Dollar Tree, we're going to glue the ribbon all around the 2 boards, giving it a nice edge. The glue finger protectors that I have on my fingers, I got those at Dollarama as well, or not Dollarama, Dollar Tree as well. We'll put those aside. I picked up this garland. It's 8 foot long. I got it at Dollarama. I believe it was $4. And then I picked 3 of these vases up at Dollar Tree. What we're going to do is, after we get it all spread out, we're going to wrap a piece around the vase. And then we're going to cut off that piece. I had to go and find some heavy duty tin snips to get this to cut. The first one didn't cut, but after I tried a few times, I was able to bend it back and forth. And it worked, but then the second and third one cut easily. I then take that piece and I measure it out, and I cut myself 2 more because I have 3 of these vases. Now, taking the vase again, I'm going to wrap the greenery around it, and then I'm just going to wrap it onto itself and twist and turn and use my pliers to help get it on there, just so it goes into a circle. Excuse me. Fluffing it up and making sure the bottom is flat, and I constantly check to make sure the vase still fits. And then I just twist and turn those branches all around just to give it a nice form. You don't have to do this, that's just the way I liked it. I got these poinsettias at Dollar Tree, I believe. I snip off a piece, find where I'd like to put it, and then using some hot glue, I just glue it into place. I make all 3 basically the same. Not basically, they are the same. Then taking these holly berries, I'm going to take 2 of the berries and 2 of the leaves each. I'll be cutting the leaves right off of the little thing that they're attached to, because I'd like to have them individually. And then we're just going to place them onto the little wreath that we're doing and glue them into place. Glue some berries on top. I just snip off that little nubbin on the end because it's in the way. Bunch of hot glue and glue it into place. And I do the same thing on the other side. I also picked these. It's white eucalyptus, and they're kind of sparkly. They're very, very pretty. I cut off 4 of the little stems. I don't cut them off, sorry. I pull them off. This stuff is super sparkly. Gets all over the place, but I like it. And then I place them 2 on each side of the poinsettia. 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. And I just glue those into place as well. And that's what it looks like so far. Isn't it pretty? I made 2 more exactly the same. And then the jar goes inside it. Now, taking some white acrylic paint and a paintbrush, I'm just going to I believe they call this flock. I'm going to flock the branches with the white, making it look like snow. I'm going to say dust. I picked up these vase fillers from Dollar Tree as well. I'm just going to open them up and mix them into a jar, which is actually an ice cream container. And I'm going to fill just a part of the way, about quarter of the way on the bottom with this filler. And this is how it turned out. 2 are on the little stands, giving them a different height, and 1 is not. I thought I had battery operated candles that fit in there, but I don't. I wish I did so I could show you with them all lit up. But basically, the one candle, that's a real candle, I put inside to show you. And I love them. They're going to be nice on a centerpiece, or you can stick them on a fireplace, like 3 in a symmetrical area. They're pretty. I love them. Let's start crafting. Crafting. Oh, look at that. I'm looking at the wrong area again. Geez, I hate having to look into space. I hope... So what did everybody think of that first craft? I loved it, and I hope you like it too. If you are a returning subscriber, I would like to say thank you. I am truly, truly grateful for every single one of you. You all support me tremendously, and I love you all. If you're coming from another channel, or if you're new and YouTube suggested this video to you, I say welcome to you. We sure hope that you stick around and subscribe. Don't forget to like this video because it sure does help my channel in the YouTube algorithm. And with that said,